All right, next one. Sweet Girl.
Sweet girl.
Synopsis time. Yo go. What we doing?
Oh,
Aquaman.
What's Aquaman?
That's,
The region.
That's who he is. He's Aquaman. We need an Aquaman.
What's Aquaman, bro?
Well, I don't know. You tell me. What if someone said to you, "Hey man, he sounds like Aquaman"? What does that sound like to you?
All right, Aquaman. A devastated husband vows to bring justice to the people responsible for his wife's death while protecting the only family he has left, his daughter. Yeah.
All right, that's cool.
I mean, it was a bit action-y.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much Aquaman it was, but you got it. You got it. You got it.
I know Aquaman.
You got it.
Oh, no, Aquaman.
Do you know one thing I noticed about this movie and the other movie as well? I didn't really recognize anyone. I recognized the hitman from this. He was in Widows.
Hold on, let me track back.
He was in He was in Widows. That's the only
I recognize Hitman, but I didn't know where from.
Manuel Garcia-Rulfo.
I recognized Justin.
Oh yeah, he looks familiar.
Yeah, I recognize Justin. And who was that? That was the guy that owned the actual company.
Yeah, owned the actual company. So again, this one popped up.
Yeah, this kind of popped up with Beckett.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, this is why, because these have been two on my list, but there's other movies that I wanted to watch and this, that, and it's never been like, eh. And then Jason Momoa, I can't lie, I'm not a massive fan.
Because he's been Aquaman all the time.
I was a massive fan of Khal Drogo. That's where I saw him first properly.
I just get Hunter vibes from him all the time. Like
it's just I feel like certain actors do. Once you've seen them once, they do this. Like he was Aquaman basically with less jokes.
That's what I'm saying.
In this. He's just
Aquaman.
Yeah, it's a bit like Jason Statham, but the last movie that we reviewed of Jason Statham wasn't really Jason Statham, so it saved him. If you get what I'm saying.
Why? Because Jason Statham just throws a gem in now and again. Which he hasn't thrown a gem in yet.
Nah. So anyway, again, this one started. I was watching it. One thing I will say is that, well, I mean, his wife dies at the beginning. We can say that because it happens right at the start. I definitely felt that scene when he was walking and then turning and then walking and then broke down. And do you remember that bit? And he was like, oh God.
Was that Kevin
crying.
Hart in Fatherhood?
That was good.
Cool.
That hit me straight away because I was like, okay, shit, like this is deep. Like it's
he's got his dramatic role.
You know
on
what
there.
I'm saying? And you have to
He's like, I could do a silver lining too.
You have to nail that scene from the start. Because if you don't nail that scene, it sets the tone
how much you care.
You know what I mean? If you don't nail that scene, I'm like,
if I feel like you don't care about your wife, it's like, bro.
Neither do I. I don't give a shit about it either.
Right.
The movie went on. I was like, okay, cool. The action was kind of cool as well.
There was a lot of action in it.
Yeah, I wasn't. But again, it's Jason Momoa, so when there's action, you expect him to be of a certain standard. Man throws axes and stuff. So
I mean, he wasn't quite Aquaman in this.
He definitely weren't Aquaman. He was more.
Bro, to be honest, couple of fight things, I was a bit like, you kind of turning certain people. Well, you know what? I thought, all right, so you know what? Go on. Go on. Because I felt like they were turning certain scenes and certain characters into superheroes. However, I feel like I'm thinking about it too much, and I don't think this is what they were trying to do. When you find out, when you get to the end, it does make it a bit more realistic.
Does it?
In terms of damage, what a person could do
to another person.
Yeah, in comparison.
Okay, so what?
But that's what I'm saying. I feel like I'm overthinking that though. I don't think that's what they were trying to pull off. Because I felt like at the time, like, how is he some superhero, bro? I just seen him smash man's head in a gazillion times and we're still on this, and then he hits him once and it's over with. You hear me?
I feel like when you find out what you find out, which you'll understand when you find out, I feel like it made sense in terms of how he could be where he was doing what he was doing, if you get what I'm saying. I'm just like, because when I'm looking at, I'm like, this guy must be like 6'3", It's
You
like
always think that, man.
but-
You gotta start letting that slide.
he's not
though.
inconspicuous at
but
all.
they're just
You get
characters
me?
for the film.
Nah,
It's like,
bro. Like,
what do you want him to find? Like a little 5'2" man
cool.
that ain't
But what I'm
as
trying to say
popular
is,
as
yeah,
man.
what I'm trying to say is, yeah, if we walk outside this door now, and we see a big 6'3" man, yeah, man's gonna be like, what's he doing here? You get me? He'd be like, what's going on here? You get me? But if I see like a little, like a little what?
What? Oh, yeah, I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if I see like a 15-year-old or something like that, I'll be like,
I thought you were gonna say like 5'3".
yeah, same thing,
yeah.
whatever. It's like you're more just to forget about them.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? You're not really gonna pay attention to them. But these man need to understand that these are big man. Like, they bring attention to them. Man, look at them, bro.
Nah, bro. Because when you're watching a film, they don't necessarily always look as big as you know them to be. You just know he's a big guy, but camera angles and all that bullshit. Look at Tom Cruise, bro. Yeah.
But he was a big guy in this as well. Like, you could see it. Like,
yeah. All right, so
it's hard to do this one because
you can't give away.
You don't want to give too much away, which is the problem, because there's a.
Well, you know what? I watched the film, and the title bothered me.
Okay.
So that was the first kind of.
But he says it right at the start though. Sweet girl.
It still bothered me though.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, because I was like, and so what? That set the tone for the whole film.
You know,
bro.
whenever I'm watching a movie and they say the thing in the movie, I always go like, it's like, sweet girl.
Yeah. All right. So what? You clocked the film from early?
No way.
I was about to say.
But I knew that when the name of the thing, Sweet Girl,
come from
him.
Of course. So did I. But it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough for me. For the film, for the title of the film.
To be called Sweet Girl.
That's what I'm saying. I was getting far. And I didn't even clock that until I got like halfway through. And I'm like, why is this thing called Sweet Girl? You hear me? You hear me? So title was interesting.
Yeah.
Title was very interesting.
That is good, actually. I didn't notice that, but thinking about it,
Yeah, bro. You hear me? Title was interesting. Like you said, there's a lot of action in this.
It's hard, bro. I know it's hard because even stuff that I want to say,
because
you can't spoil it. You can't spoil it. So even things I want to say, I'm thinking I don't think I can actually say it because go on.
No, I was gonna say the acting was meaty. Acting was very meaty. But I get that from him. I'll be interested to see what else he can do. You know,
what apart from like an
action guy? I'll be interested. I don't know what else like. That's what he might have to cut his hair. He might have to take a trim. Fade. Might have to, he's just got the little, and it's like, man's got a big head though. Like one of them big Thanos head.
Little skin fade on the side of it.
Who else was in this? Who are other characters? What other characters can we talk about? The Hitman. You know what?
That's another thing.
Did they do well with this plot twist? Did they do well? Because when they start peeling it back and you're like, okay, is that why you get me? And did they do that well?
No, because
they had to have, because you didn't know, bro.
No, but that doesn't matter, bro. That was just for me. Yeah, I swear to God, for me, yeah, that just felt like
I was like, really?
I was like, that's why I was like, all of that, what, everything. I'm like, come on, man. Like, let's be real. This is what I'm trying to say. Unrealistic.
Yeah.
What I'm coming with is unrealistic. At least,
you know what?
They could have done it. They could have done it.
But it couldn't have been
what had happened.
Yeah.
They needed, and you needed more. Like, you needed to be able to, when that peeled back, like Usual Suspects, when it peels back, you're like, that's
it
why
needed to be a lot more savage.
That's why like that.
Like, because I get where they were coming from and to where the thing was. But that's what I'm saying. Did you think the twist and the way that they did so?
No, that's what I'm trying to say. It wasn't good enough. Like there was.
Wow, that's a tough crowd.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. Crowd, I'm coming from Inception twist.
Yeah, see,
Interstellar
don't do
twist.
That. This is what I'm saying about the arenas, bro.
I'm coming from
you can't put an Inception into flipping the Netflix arena, bro.
Then don't.
Netflix is never making an Inception. They don't have the budget.
That's cool, but don't come with dead twists.
They gotta come with a twist.
Well, then it needs to be better than the twist that they came with.
That's harsh. I'm not being that harsh on that.
So do you think this was a good twist?
Yes, I just think that they could have executed it a bit better by, like what you said. There needed to be a bit more backstory,
clues
yeah,
that would have led
not
up.
even necessarily clues, because I was good without it.
Really?
I was pleasantly surprised. It's just that
I was fucking
like,
surprised. That's
yeah.
I was definitely fucking surprised.
I was like, what the Ross?
I was like, what? Really? Like, what the fuck?
I was surprised. I had no idea. You get me? However, when they started peeling it back, and not necessarily clues, there just needed to be more.
When it happened, when you saw the twist,
it needed to be a savage.
Yeah.
Like
when the twist happened, you need to be able to be like,
I can understand, like, because
that's why I needed. I didn't get that. It was more like
but it's not even the clues. It's just that needed to be,
but the moment needed to be like
needed to be like more savage. Like it wasn't savage enough. Like. You get me? I got like when he was training and boom, boom, boom. I got where all that come from, but it wasn't that one
never made sense.
That one little don't warrant all of that.
Yeah,
when I see you get me? Wild out, that don't warrant all of that. You hear me?
Yeah, that's true.
It needed to be more, and then I would have understood
how it could have occurred like this. Yeah, I get that. I get that.
Me?
Good points.
The fact that it caught man, bro. It
definitely caught man.
It caught man.
It definitely caught
I had
me.
no idea.
Caught me.
It caught man.
Apart from that.
It wasn't bad. What was a good point? What was a good point? That's
what I'm saying. But do you see the problem with this show? Let me let you know, people. The problem with this show here is that we've seen some shit. Like we've seen some shit. So the movie isn't that shit, but it's not that good. So we're kind of here on whether or not we should say, watch it, because definitely don't watch those. Definitely watch those. But this one,
it kind of falls in between.
Like, do you know what?
Because all right, the build up to everything, is it good for you?
Do you know what? I'm gonna get into it, yeah, and I'm gonna say, watch it. The reason I'm gonna say watch it is because, I got caught. That's
what I'm saying, man.
Would
anytime that happens means they've done
something
not always a good enough job, but they've done a job in keeping what they needed to keep.
And to be fair, this isn't a Beckett ending. The ending was just like,
Yeah.
It was just like, So it's a watch it from me. It just scraped it. It just scraped it. You just got into it. You just got into it. But it's a watch it from me.
I'm not gonna say it just scraped it. It's a watch it from me. However, I do feel like they was reaching. As much as I like the fact that they caught me off guard, what they caught me off guard was a reach.
Massively.
It was a reach.
Yeah.
But you know what?
It feels like they tried to hide it too much.
Yeah, it just feels like you know what? They had to hide it as well as they did because they knew it was so wild. What they were about to hit you with was about to be just a twist.
It feels like twist. Like if you're watching a whodunit movie and it's like that guy and you're like, what?
Yeah.
Like, how did that guy even do it? That's what it feels like.
Yeah. But you know what? They done well. Yeah. So I'll give it. I won't say it's a just scrape it because it was action packed. It was action packed.
Yeah, and
it kept man intrigued. Like it was a decent film. So let's watch it.